get sticky.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, your brother's going to have to come from now on.
No, we just started with the winning team. We'll probably need 5-7 minutes at least. Okay, let's now hear from our winning race team of tonight's 55th annual Federated Auto Parts 400 here at Richmond International Raceway, and our winning driver was the number 15 5-Hour Energy Toyota driven by Clint Boyer, team owner Michael Waltrip, crew chief Brian Patty. Congratulations, Clint, Michael, Brian. This is Clint's second win of the season, his second win at Richmond. He'll come into the chase as the number 6 seed. Michael Waltrip has 2 cars in the chase. Congratulations on this. This is Clint's 7th win of his career. Clint, talk about the win and the significance of getting in the chase, driving for the first year for Michael Waltrip Racing.
Yeah, just unbelievable to win tonight the way we won it. You know, we got the left rear knocked down, and that ultimately ended up winning us the race. But you know, we had to. Yeah, I learned a lot. I backed off and really wasn't using any gas, obviously, and wasn't using much brake at all. And actually, there for 30, 40 laps, I started to pick up and really maintain for a long time. So. It's the same old thing, you know, always when you start backing up and saving gas, you go faster, and they're screaming at you, no, I said slower, and you're like, I am going slower. Just unbelievable to be able to win again with everything's new. I mean, you know, Brian Patty and everybody in this 5-Hour Energy Toyota, I'm so proud of them to be able to bounce back from a bad weekend. We had anything that could have happened last week, bad happened. It did happen last week. To be able to bounce back from that and get ourselves a good finish here, a win, and get that momentum, that confidence, that pep in our step back after a bad weekend headed into this chase is exactly what we needed to do. So very proud of everybody at MWR, my teammates. You know, Martin Truex was up there and had a great car just like I did. Just everybody's, it's unbelievable to be able to you know, come to a new team in a new home like I did with MWR, and to be able to have the success that we've had in my first year out is just a dream come true.
Thank you, Clint. And crew chief Brian Patty, congratulations. Super job by you and the race team, and talk about winning this race here tonight and getting in the chase.
Getting in the chase was the goal number 1 all year, and you know, last 2 months we've been just trying to cruise in. You know, I was calling races probably a little too conservative, but you know, you first got to get in before you can play. So now we're in. No pressure. Just, you know, obviously this weekend knew our car was fast on a long run, but 11 was really strong, and just got to play the cards you're dealt. You know, lap 270 or 280, whenever we had a flat tire, it's kind of put us in a box, and we're here for wins, so it all worked out.
Michael Waltrip, congratulations. You've got the floor.
Well, I'm half of the ownership of Michael Waltrip Racing. Luckily, Rob Kaufman is here with us tonight too, celebrating this win. When we won out in Sonoma with Clint, Rob wasn't there, but he called us in victory lane. And you know, in 2007, when we started this team, I made it all the way to March till I figured out I was broke. That was pretty good. And I met Rob in April, and he bought half of the team in October. And since then, we've just been making steady progress. And over the last year, just the addition of Clint, the addition of Brian, this team, Martin, the job he's done for us, everybody's just rallied together, and it's just a really great working atmosphere. I'm thankful for tonight. I'm obviously really happy with having 2 cars in the chase, and you know, my inspiration for having a team from the beginning was Dale Earnhardt. I always wanted to have a team like Dale had, and so anytime something goes good, I always think about, you know, what all he meant to me, and you know, we're thankful.
Questions now. Raise your hand. We'll take them. Right here. Please, 1 question apiece. Go ahead.
Per person? Just kidding.
No.
Kim Robertson, Insider Racing News. For Clint and Michael, being in the chase, especially for Michael after having such a rough and tumble start to the Michael Waltrip Racing effort, to get to this chase now and know that you actually have a solid chance at actually winning a championship, Clint, what does it mean to you to have that, being seeded sixth, to have that championship in your grasp, possibly to bring it to Michael? And Michael, what would it mean to you to accomplish that goal of getting a championship for your team when Dale actually never had that opportunity?
To win a championship? Oh, it'd be pretty big. It'd be a hell of a lot of fun. Jimmy seems like he has a blast doing it, so yes, I promise you I could throw a better party than him, though. Might not survive it, but we would have a lot of fun. Just to be able to compete in this series and in this sport at the premier level of this sport is a dream come true. I mean, never in a million years would I ever dream that I would be racing against these guys and even racing on these racetracks. I love this racetrack. We've won here before. Man, it's just a fun racetrack. I really wish we had 3 or 4 more of these across the country. I wish some of these mile-and-a-half tracks were some of these short tracks. I just think it's a great product of what we have, on display for our fans. And just like Michael said, just thankful to have the opportunity with a new home, a new sponsor, a new manufacturer with Toyota. With everything new, never would have dreamed in a million years, that all this would have happened this quickly. Obviously, these are the goals, to win races and be in the chase, but realistically, I knew what we were up against and just pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
Michael?
I don't really know how to add to that. I'm just happy. And I was going to say that this racing thing is all about people. I mean, totally about people, and we just have a great core group of folks that embrace the team atmosphere and just love working at MWR. And that's probably the thing I'm most thankful for, is the fact that everybody gets along and everybody wants each other to do good. And probably the guy that has enhanced that more than I thought when we hired him is Mark Martin, because when Rob's a finance guy, and Rob said when it's like E.F. Hutton, when Mark Martin speaks, people listen. And he's done it all. He's a legend, and he's just made us a better race team. And so that's cool.
We'll go to Nate, Stan, and then we'll end up in the press box. Go ahead.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. You guys get 2 cars in the chase, but Joe Gibbs Racing effectively loses one tonight with Kyle Busch being out. Denny Hamlin has talked extensively over the last couple of weeks about how he needed to have Kyle in the chase. Are you worried about how that's going to impact you guys at all as a Toyota team, that Gibbs has 1 car as opposed to 2 cars in the chase? Can that make a difference in strategy-wise, or how you guys feel going forward? You guys have worked so well together all year.
On my behalf, certainly the Gibbs cars, knowing that they're Toyotas, knowing that there's a lot of similarities between your equipment, they push you to be better. And anytime you got drivers like Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch, you have to elevate to keep the Toyota brand on the MWR side. But, only having 2 cars in the chase, I truly believe if Mark Martin was racing for, the championship, we'd have all 3 cars in the chase. We've run well. We've been solid week in and week out as an organization. And if Mark was racing for it, I'm almost positive that he would be in it. But Mark Martin's a team player. Everybody's working together, engineering staff, Scott Miller, just everybody is really, really gelling well and working together. The crew chiefs all enjoy each other. When you go into the competition meetings, you go out of there with the confidence, so at least I do, that everything's going to be okay. Hardly ever do you show up for the race after practice and you're not better, and that's because of everybody's dedication and willing to work together and help each other. No, we're an organization on our own. Obviously, we share a lot of things with our engine program and everything else. But at the end of the day, we got 3 guys that we go to bat for.
Let's go Stan, and then we'll finish in the press box. Go ahead, Stan.
Stan Creekmore with RPMtonight.com. This is from Michael Waltrip. Michael, I kind of remember back in the day when you won that first race, points race for Dale Earnhardt Sr. as a driver for him. Compare that to what you're feeling tonight.
That was the worst day of my life, and tonight's probably one of my best days of my life, in racing anyway. That was the worst day of my life, period, and in racing tonight is really special because somebody famous and smarter than me made a quote that says, those that have invested the most appreciate success the most. And So I remember coming here and missing the races in '07. 6 years later, we're sitting in victory lane. And we got 2 cars in the chase, and Scott Miller's our competition director, and Toyota and those guys have helped us so much. So I'm pretty damn happy right now, and that's what it's all about, being happy.
Let's go to the press box. I think we have one question. This will be our final one. Go ahead.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Congratulations. Brian, can you tell me what a difference a year makes? I mean, the opportunity that you have now with Clint, and just a little bit about what you've gone through with the transition.
Well, it's obviously it's gone pretty well. 12 months ago, obviously I was sitting home watching this race at my house, finishing up an outdoor grill. So, come a long ways. But it's just I feel blessed to have a great organization accept me last year when my contract ended at Ganassi, and it's definitely gone better than expected. So we're looking forward to the next 10 weeks and having a lot of fun.
Thank you very much. Number 15 team, Michael Waltrip Racing, Clint Boyer, Brian Paddy. Good luck in the chase.
Thank you.
Good job.
So Mark ended up third?
Yeah, he was running second with just a couple to go, and Gordon was coming.
Yeah, buddy.